Welcome to Grace Daily Motivation, the channel where we bring you inspiring messages that uplift and encourage you to lead a better life. In today's video, we will be discussing one of the most important figures in the Bible, Abraham. Abraham is considered to be the father of many nations, and he is a crucial figure in the history of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Today, we will be discussing why Abraham was chosen by God and what we can learn from his life. Abraham was born in the city of Ur, which was located in Mesopotamia, around 2000 BCE. He was the son of Terah, who was a polytheistic idol worshipper. However, Abraham believed in only one God, and he received a call from God to leave his homeland and travel to a new land that God would show him. Abraham obeyed God's call and became a great example of faith and obedience. He left his comfortable life behind and set out on a journey that would change his life forever. Abraham's faith in God was tested when he was asked to sacrifice his son Isaac. This was a difficult task, but Abraham was willing to obey God, even if it meant sacrificing his own son. However, at the last moment, God provided a ram for the sacrifice, and Isaac's life was spared. This event demonstrated Abraham's unwavering faith in God, and it is a powerful example of obedience and trust. It also foreshadowed God's ultimate sacrifice of his own son, Jesus, for the salvation of humanity. Abraham was also a man of great hospitality. In Genesis 18, we read about how Abraham welcomed 3 strangers into his home and provided them with food and shelter. These strangers turned out to be angels, and they promised Abraham and his wife Sarah that they would have a son, despite their advanced age. This event demonstrated Abraham's generosity and kindness, and it shows us the importance of welcoming strangers into our lives. It also highlights the importance of trusting in God's promises, even when they seem impossible. Another important aspect of Abraham's life was his relationship with God. Abraham prayed to God and sought his guidance in all aspects of his life. When God promised Abraham that he would become the father of many nations, Abraham believed him, even though it seemed impossible. This kind of faith and trust in God is something that we can all learn from and strive for in our own lives. Abraham's faith was not just a one-time event, but a lifelong journey of seeking God's will. Abraham's legacy also includes his role as a peacemaker. In Genesis 13, we read about how Abraham resolved a conflict with his nephew Lot by giving him the choice of which land to settle in. This act of selflessness and kindness helped to prevent a dispute between family members and is an example of how we can work towards peace in our own relationships. It also highlights the importance of putting the needs of others before our own and seeking to resolve conflicts in a peaceful and respectful manner. Abraham's life was not without its challenges, but he remained steadfast in his faith and obedience to God. In fact, his trials and struggles only served to strengthen his faith and deepen his relationship with God. This is a powerful lesson for us, as we too will face challenges in our own lives. We can look to Abraham's example and trust in God's plan for us, even when it seems difficult or unclear. Abraham's perseverance in the face of adversity teaches us the importance of trusting in God's promises and remaining steadfast in our faith. Abraham's life is also a reminder that God can use anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances. Abraham was not a perfect man, but he was willing to submit himself to God's will and be used for his purposes. This is a powerful message for us, as it reminds us that God can use even our weaknesses and flaws to accomplish his plans. We should not be discouraged by our limitations or failures, but rather trust in God's ability to work through us. In conclusion, Abraham's life serves as a powerful example of faith, obedience, and trust in God. He was chosen by God to be the father of many nations, and his legacy continues to inspire people around the world today. By studying his life and learning from his example, we too can strive to live lives of faith and obedience to God. Let us trust in God's promises, welcome strangers into our lives, seek to resolve conflicts peacefully, and persevere through trials and challenges. May we all be like Abraham, chosen by God and used for His purposes. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope it has been a source of inspiration and encouragement for you.